Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate General Civil War. This is going to be part 54 of our Confederate Let's Play series, and we're now in the final historical campaign fighting the Battle of Cold Harbor. In the first part of the Battle of Cold Harbor, we actually counterattacked on the left flank until Union reinforcements started coming up. In our last video, part 2 of the Battle of Cold Harbor, we looked at the right flank, where the Union really didn't launch anything in the way of any serious attacks, and we kind of probed their lines with probably overly aggressive tactics. In this video, in part 3 of the Battle of Cold Harbor, we're going to be fighting the conclusion of the Battle of Cold Harbor. So things get a little bit more intense, casualties kind of ramp up, and I don't use all of my forces terribly effectively. With that being said, we'll see how this battle plays out, because however this plays out, it's going to feed directly into the Washington campaign, which will come next. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump out. These videos, as of pretty much this whole series, have been taken from a series of live streams, which I've done on my Twitch channel. I'll go ahead and step out, turn it back over to my live streamy self, as I like to say, and hope you guys enjoy. Meet you guys back up at the end. All right. Meanwhile, all seems quiet along the old church road, but we should be wary of an enemy attack. Haven't we been saying that all day? Because of our attack yesterday, the enemy has abandoned his trenches in those woods. We captured and reinforced them. Our left flank is situated along this section of Shady Grove Road. Burnside's and Warren's forces do not seem confident in attacking our strong positions. Maybe we can storm their own defenses and seize their headquarters at Bethesda Church, claiming victory tonight. No. No, I don't want to do that. That seems like a bad idea. But I like how we're like joined mid-battle. Of course, it's just a bunch of trenches facing at each other. So I don't know where this like melee is going on, because the sound effects certainly seem to think there is one. Alright. Cold Harbor, the battle of the fast forward, because no one wants to fight. I mean, I can't blame the AI because they're doing the smart thing and not fighting this battle. But I can blame them because it's boring. Boring. Yeah, you skirmishers, go away. Don't get yourselves killed. Yikes. Yeah, fall back. I'm not actually going to attack with anyone. I'm just going to fast forward and wait. Oh wait, there is one enemy brigade that's come forward. Robinson's brigade. Attacking a brigade in better cover. Moving through open terrain and attacking an enemy that they're outnumbered 2-1 against. But hey, maybe it'll work out for you. Come on, AI. Interesting. It looks like no, Griffin's still there. Guess we'd lose sight because it's starting to get later in the day. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on July 2nd, 1864. The Union troops launch a twilight attack on the Confederate positions near Cold Harbor. An attack doomed to fail. 3,000 infantry attack some 2,000 Confederates dug in heavily wooded terrain, moving across the open fields of northeastern Virginia. And it was a cruel struggle, mainly faced by General Walker's division. General Walker's brigade of the 3rd Division of the 2nd Corps, single-handedly throwing back the Union assault. Walker turned to an aide who was questioning whether they had sufficient force to repulse yet another Federal assault, and he said, "Sir, Give me enough ammunition and I will kill every man in that field. One time you went for a walk and just let the artillery kind of keep killing the enemy. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this battle feels like. It's a bit of a letdown. It's why I'm not sure Cold Harbor was, like, I don't think it makes sense for that kind of a battle to be in this game. It was already questionable enough that Fredericksburg's there, but Cold Harbor isn't really the defining moment of the campaign. If anything, the defining battle of the campaign is the Wilderness, and it's kind of remembered as such. You know, you have the bloody fighting and sort of Lee versus Grant in the first engagement, and then you also have the Confederates. Oh, but you also have the Federals sort of for the first time not retreating after, you know, arguably being defeated, or at the very least, not being victorious. Come on, Eamon. Stop routing. I need to put you back in your defensive works. There you go. Double quick, men. Get back in those fortifications. Walker's brigade is holding off admirably. Destroy Anders. Destroy him. Some troops are low on ammo. That's fine. Proceeding to the next day. It's like Cold Harbor. Instead of one more turn, it's one more day. Except instead of you playing a turn in a game, it's the actual battle. Alright, so they're going to attack the right flank more fiercely. Brace yourselves, men. The Yankees are coming. They're coming. Here they come. Where are they coming? Alright, it's telling me they're coming. I'm ready. I've braced myself. I'm waiting. How long do we just, like, fast forward before something happens? Hey, Mexican is... Ooh, troops are forming up. Here they come. Maybe we'll destroy some brigades. We'll get some victories. Shifting south. They're gonna expose their flank to us. Oh, no, they're gonna shift. Ah, shit. There's a salient position I left exposed. Empty, I guess, would be the better term. We'll get Hayes in there. He's gonna deal with a whole bunch of Yankees. All by his lonesome. We'll get some additional troops in there. All these guys are in reserve anyway. Whoa. Extend a flank. Have a care, General. Have a care. There. It looks like they've just got skirmishers on that flank, so it shouldn't be an issue to just have skirmishers of our own in these defenses. Hayes is the one brigade that's in a bit of a pickle because he's in a bit of a salient. Granted, he's got really good cover. Main attack is lining up here against our Henry rifles, which are better at dying than they are at inflicting casualties on the enemy. They'll burn through plenty of ammo, sir. We'll shoot all week. Give us the opportunity. Alright, Ames's brigade just came forward and was just obliterated. There they go, running off. Brave lads. Brave lads. Move Devon into the actual earthworks here. He's got some 1861 Springfields. They've actually got better range than the Henrys, too. They just don't fire as rapidly. The Henry Brigade's lost over 600 men. Meanwhile, in the south here, you can see Hayes' brigade is kind of getting isolated, but also still fighting well. Move our supply wagons forward to make sure they've got plenty of ammo. But overall, that brigade's holding its own. What are we gonna do with... Let's take Poguesburg. It's 5 in the morning. And we're fighting off the Yankee attack. I wonder if I've lost more casualties than the Yankees in this battle. I doubt it. I certainly don't have the casualty ratio that I would like. Alright, we drove those skirmishers off. Let's pull back into our trenches. Hayes is kind of the only one working at the moment. We'll advance a bit to take some of the pressure off. He's inflicted 600 casualties at only 90 losses. Now, granted, that was not just now when I deployed him forward. That was through the whole battle. Move Vinton up as well. Provide some support. Those skirmishers will hold long against him. Kind of curious what the Yankees have in this wood line. I guess we'll see. Move our skirmishers out front to detect anything first. Alright, Miles is beaten. Feel you're getting better cover there. Wonder if this is the final phase in the Battle of Cold Harbor, because if it is, it's been a bit of a disappointment, frankly. Eight minutes, Throw those skirmishers off. We'll advance Vinton on Bidwell's flank. Looks like there's another 2,400 Yankees here in this wood line. The left flank is in danger. I doubt that. The way this battle's going. Okay, so the enemy might actually attack us? Is that the lesson I took away from this? Maybe they'll advance? So they're attacking units. They're outnumbered by the units they're attacking are dug in. They're in wood lines, and they've got impeccable guns. Plenty of ammunition, I think. And yet you say that the flank is in danger. By what measure did you come up with that determination? By the looks of it, unless you've got a whole lot more men that you haven't brought to the party yet, this flank seems relatively secure to me. Although, of course, just as I say that, General Walker's wounded. There's a lot of troops stacking up here. Maybe I spoke too soon. Like 7 brigades here against just Walker. Move aim in on the flank. Help undermine the assault here. We move one of our brigades in on the flank. Alright, you can see there they were charging. They got chewed up by flank fire from Walker and front fire from Ames. Their Marshall is routing. Washington is not. Amon is actually flanked. Losing pretty heavily. Actually, we just lost control of him, so he's retreating. Should be able to retake his position out of it. Earthworks, he is. Kind of like, wow, that's a nice thing to have to fall back to. Federals did charge Walker's brigade to no avail. Wow, a lot of troops all kind of ganging up on Vaughn. Really doesn't matter what happens in the north up here. There's no... The only objectives in the north are where Eamon and this artillery battery are. All of the attacks are focused on breaking our army in two, but none of them actually get to the point of threatening an objective that's been assigned to us. Alright, so Lewis's brigade was defeated. He was pushed out after inflicting substantial casualties on the enemy. We'll bring the Alabama brigade. They're not actually guarding anything other than sort of a quasi-flank. Got about an hour left. We'll bring the Alabama brigade south. Vaughn is also being focused. Bragg north. They could focus on the southern objective now that they've broken through in the north, but we'll move some troops there to prevent that. Walker's a pro Call of Duty player because he's got a good kill-to-death ratio. Well, probably has more to do with the fact that he was in the woods and the enemy was in the open, but take what you can get. His KD is still pretty solid, 3-1, rather than like 1-1 for the Alabama or the Lewis Brigade almost. There you go. Finally drove that brigade back. Hardin's coming in now. Maybe we can drive both of these brigades from the field. Then we don't have to face them the rest of the battle. Again, most of the enemy effort seems to be directed at our weakest points, but not consequential to the battle or to the campaign, according to the game. Go. Well, I thought Griffin was retreating. Now it looks like he's going to stick around. There you go. Now he's retreating. All right, 6 more minutes. Let's see what Father Time brings us next. Walker, Texas Ranger. That's why they've got a good kill-to-death ratio. Battle continues along the right flank, but there's not much of a battle going on the right flank. Alright, they've finally shifted over into full-blown attack mode by the looks of it. See a massive effort coming forward here in the north. Can't imagine there's any chance that that'll succeed here. See, Barton's brigade's already routed just as he's making contact with the line. His brigade's melting away. In the south, there's a little bit more stake. Go ahead and get in there. Double. Okay, Bidwell's gonna try and charge. They are kind of in behind us, although Grant only with skirmishers, really. Alright, Bidwell's routing. So this whole little salient is kind of a non-story, it seems like. See what the number on here on Standards brigades goes down to before they break. Almost below 200 men. That's pretty impressive. There they go, around 180. 3-star brigade, plenty of experience. Still, pretty impressive. Wonder if Adams can make Upton go away here. Upton's brigade's down to 280 men. And they'll retreat out of the way first. You're really gonna advance there? That's a bad idea, sir. Multiple bad ideas. Move Beale in here to guard the rear and flank. Okay. Hayes is driven out. 2 hours left. Alright, so we're falling back. The enemy's charging us here to try and encourage us. Move faster. Move some reserves in here. Alright. Alright, so they pushed us out of that salient position. We've reformed on this new objective, which it seems like we're holding them okay. Evans back. Well, there was kind of an effort in the north, but really it's all come down to the south. And if we have sufficient resources there to stop them. Which at the moment I think we do, but we will find out here very shortly, I think. We're down under 2 hours left in this particular battle. We're defending the position right on the objective. So there was a brief moment where they attacked in this battle. Nothing too substantial. Nothing too inspiring. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm just waiting for this fight to end. It just keeps having more and more phases. We are at 8 o'clock on July 3rd. Kirkland has a nice KD ratio here, almost 5 to 1. Well, over 4 to 1. Whoever's making the Call of Duty reference, better call him onto their team. By the way, guys, let me know what you think, either in the comments here or, you know, after the fact about the new logo and branding and all of that. H with the musket to the left. It's kind of an interesting little touch. I haven't seen that done before. Hope you guys enjoy it. That skirmisher unit's gone. The brigade down there is gone. Hour left. Multiple units charging. Alright, one of them driven back. Oh no, Kirkland's been driven out. Lynch, you're going to move forward on the double. Kind of got a solid line here. Lynch is kind of in the reserve. He's not. Hickam certainly is. He's also got fresh ammunition here. So you can see Kirkland is retreating. That's fine. Down to 44 minutes left. There are multiple brigades being thrown back. Penrose just lost like 200 men, even though he hasn't fired a shot yet. There he goes, right below 600 men. Really? A skirmisher unit would charge a line of infantry unit? That seems foolhardy. Alright, they just threw Adams back. Oh no! The line is buckling. Here they come. They just drove 2 brigades out of their positions. They just drove Beale out of his. Bring Adams back up. Position is still ours. We just need to hold a few more minutes. We're now into midday on July 3rd. Ah! Stop charging. You only got 3 minutes. You don't have time. Don't break through. Bring reserves up from the south. The whole line is... Oh my god. This battle just won't end. This is too long of a battle. It was not that long of a fight. We held bravely so far. The enemy still threatens our left flank. Push them back and we'll be all over. Well, so there's never really been a discussion. I mean, at the end of the day... Alright, Vaughn, fall back. Fall back for you. Lewis, you're going to reform your line back over here. Walker, I want you to refuse your position over here. We're going to form 2 sort of defensive posts, 2 different strong points, one in the north, one in the south. Hoffman. Oh, nice. I don't know how we got him to surrender, but by all means. Enemy brigade Hoffman surrendered. Huzzah! All right, Vaughn. Given that threat's gone, why don't you reoccupy your positions? See about advancing down this roadway. I'm curious if the enemy has anything in front of us. Presumably they have something. Question is what? Catch some skirmishers. This position. Again, they could easily go up and around us. Oh, yep, they've got troops. Okay. So there's definitely enemy troops. There's not a ton of them. It might be worth trying to press them, because there's really not a ton. Let's see here, Otis is flanked, but we're bringing up some reserve. Right, you're going to pull back into those positions to guard the fences against the enemy, who presumably is going to swing south or something. Okay, in the north, we're fine at the moment. The Alabama Brigade can get back under cover. We've got about an hour left in the battle. South, we're going to have Vaughn pull back on the double. And this is kind of a spoiling attack, I think. Again, not seriously threatening this objective, or at least it doesn't feel like we are. Answer's brigade's gonna run. Reed was just driven on. Going to position. Alright, so we routed one of them. Granted, our own troops, I think, are also routed. Flank fire. They're not really threatening either of these positions on the left. Granted, our casualties, I think, are higher than we would have liked. That's for sure. But at the very least, this was a spoiling attack to prevent any serious effort to take our objective in the south, and our objective in the north seems secure as well. No one's launching an attack there. Not a lot of time left to do so if they want. Okay, skirmishers are threatening Revere's flank. Otis is coming up to support. Are they really going to stand? Say they're not going to stand and fight, are they? Okay. I'm assuming we're going to have to go back to that fight that we were starting to lose on the other flank. Just guessing that'll be the case. Okay. There you go. Victory. All right. Well, we won anyway. We lost 23,000 men. Really? The enemy almost 40,000. So that's going to be tough to replace. We captured some 24 pounders. That's nice. Captured a whole bunch of 1861 Springfields and some sniper rifles. All right. Well, not terribly consequential of a fight. We did lose more men than I think we would really like. The almost 40,000 casualties on the Yankees should bump them down to around 60. However, we just won the Southern Cross of Honor. However, we're just going to be entering into the actual final campaign of the game, the Washington campaign. Yes, sir. So we'll see here. We just spent our money on reserves, or sorry, reinforcements. Or, oh my goodness, I can't read. Reconnaissance. We've got 16,000 soldiers to replace our 20,000 casualties. We've got 75 prestige. We've got 2 battles before Washington. They have 180. Oh my god. Our manpower pool is 180,000 men. Granted, we've got a Hall's Ferry, which gives us 21,000 reinforcements if we win it. And a Hardin Pike, which also gives us 21,000 reinforcements if we win it. So 2 battles. We don't get a lot of prestige or renown for winning. We've got 8,000 troops we can recruit as well. 1862 CS Richmonds. I don't know if those are like Sharps or what those are. We got some Lamats, some 20-pound Parrots, some 20... So I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to rebuild the army. We're going to need to build it with sort of the Washington siege in mind. And we'll have to go from there. But I think that'll be for another time. I'm a little bit exhausted at this point, if it's not already apparent. So I'm going to go stumble off to bed. And next time out, maybe tomorrow, we will fight the final campaign, the campaign for Washington. Hall's Ferry, Hardin Pike, and then Washington, D.C. are the battles in front of us. Now, because we won Cold Harbor, the enemy army is weaker, 10% weaker than it otherwise would be. So maybe we'll be able to get this 180,000 number down. I also imagine both of these battles will be a little bit bloody. Like, if we go to Hall's Ferry, if we go ahead and click... I'm not going to fight it yet. But if we click on Hall's Ferry, does it look like... Oh, God. And with that uplifting response, I will leave you guys in suspense to see how the beginning of the Washington campaign plays out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and the Battle of Cold Harbor. Next time out, we'll begin the March on Washington, starting with Hall's Ferry and ending, hopefully, with the seizure of the Yankee capital. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and step out here, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this and continue to enjoy the series. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.